In 1954, a genius bit into an apple laced with cyanide. He was found dead in his bed. The apple was sitting on his nightstand. His name was Alan Turing. He saved the world from Nazi Germany, and his own government destroyed him. This is not a story about a tragic accident. This is a story about ingratitude. In 1939, the world was on fire. Nazi Germany used a machine called Enigma. It scrambled messages into 159 million combinations. Every day, the settings changed. The Allies were completely blind. They couldn't read the German orders. Millions of people were dying. How do you fight an enemy you can't hear? The Enigma machine looked like a clunky typewriter, but it was a weapon of mass destruction. It used rotating wheels to scramble letters. An A would become an X. The next second, an A would become a Q. There were 159 quintillion possible settings. The Germans thought it was completely unbreakable. Alan Turing was a mathematician. He didn't look like a soldier. He looked like a nervous professor. He had a severe stutter. He chained his coffee mug to his desk. He was brilliantly, terrifyingly weird. But his mind saw patterns no one else could see. He had been a strange child. He fell in love with a boy named Christopher Morcom. Morcom died suddenly of tuberculosis. Turing was 16 years old. He decided he would keep Christopher's spirit alive through science. He believed the human mind could be replicated by a machine. This grief would later change the world. The British government put him in charge. He moved to Bletchley Park. It was a secret decoding facility hidden in the English countryside. Turing didn't try to solve the codes himself. He built a machine to do it. It was called the bomb. It weighed 1 ton. It clicked and clacked 24 hours a day. The German Navy was sinking British ships. Supplies were running out. The country was starving. Turing's machine found the flaw in the German system. A single flaw. No letter could ever be encrypted as itself. That one rule was their undoing. By 1941, Turing's machine was cracking Enigma every single day. He read Hitler's orders before the generals did. But the Allies couldn't let the Germans know. They had to let some ships sink. Turing helped calculate exactly which convoys to save and which ones to sacrifice. He played God with the ocean. Historians estimate Turing shortened the war by 2 years. He saved 14 million lives. But his work was classified. He was ordered to never speak of it. He went home a complete unknown. After the war, Turing built something new. He built the automatic computing engine. It was the first modern computer. He wrote the blueprint for artificial intelligence. He proved machines could think. He asked a simple question: can machines think? He envisioned a universal machine. A machine that could do any calculation. All you had to do was change the tape. This was the birth of software. He didn't just build a computer. He built the concept of a programmed mind. He wrote the first chess algorithm. He had no computer powerful enough to run it. He played the game himself, stepping through the math. He was decades ahead of his time. What happens when you give a machine a brain? In 1952, Turing's house was burglarized. He called the police. He reported the crime. The police didn't care about the burglar. They cared about Turing's personal life. Turing was openly gay. In 1950s Britain, this was a severe crime. He was arrested for gross indecency. He was forced to choose between prison and hormones. He chose the hormones. He was injected with synthetic estrogen. The government chemically castrated him. He grew breasts. His mind started to fail. The estrogen didn't just change his body. It clouded his brilliant mind. He felt himself becoming someone else. The man who cracked the unbreakable code was being broken by his own country. He felt completely alone. He couldn't talk to anyone about his war work. He couldn't talk to anyone about his punishment. He was trapped in a prison of secrets. He lost the very thing that saved the world. He was treated as a security risk. His security clearance was revoked. He was banned from the work he loved. The man who defeated the Nazis was now considered a threat. On June 7, 1954, he couldn't take it. He dipped an apple in cyanide. He took a bite. Some say he was obsessed with Snow White. Others say he just wanted a painless death. He was 41 years old. Why does the world punish the people who save it? His work stayed secret for 50 years. The men he saved never knew his name. In 2009, the British government finally apologized. In 2013, the Queen gave him a royal pardon. But it was 59 years too late. There is a legend about the Apple logo. People say the bite mark is a tribute to Turing. Apple denies it. But it doesn't matter. Every smartphone on Earth runs on his ideas. Every time you use a computer, you're using his brain. The world he built from his basement is the one you live in now. The phone in your pocket is his universal machine. The code that protects your bank account is his mathematics. We live inside his dream. But we forgot the dreamer. The Nazis couldn't kill him. The war couldn't kill him. But the intolerance of his own people did. He gave us the future. We gave him a poison apple. We put his face on the 50-pound note. We put his name on buildings. But we didn't learn his lesson. He believed in logic. He believed in truth. He was destroyed by a society that feared his differences. Every time you swipe your screen, remember him. Every time you ask an AI a question, remember him. He was the first ghost in the machine. And he always will be.